Plans to develop Folkestone Seafront were approved by Shepway District Council on Wednesday. The plans by leading architects Terry Farrell were commissioned by owner of Folkestone Harbour, Roger DeHaan. Leader of Shepway District Council, David Monk, has said the redevelopment has the potential to be truly transformational. Trevor Minter from the Folkestone Harbour Company joins me in the studio now to discuss the plans. Firstly, congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah.
How long has it taken to get the planning permission approved?
Well, this has been a long time coming, and this particular round we've been working with Terry Farrell for 5 years. It's cost nearly £4 million since Roger DeHaan bought the harbour and the seafront to develop these plans. And people might remember that we had plans with Norman Foster, which were circulating in 2006-2007, but unfortunately the recession brought those to a halt because they were very heavy in infrastructure and they were basically flats. So for the last 5 years we've been working with a solution that can work despite the problems of the economy, and we think we've come up with a good solution which is future-proof and sustainable.
So what are the plans for the harbour? What is included along with the residential?
Well, firstly, it is up to 1,000 housing units. It's unlikely to be that many, but the market will determine that. And they provide the basis of the people that will live in this area. There are attractive boulevards and public space. There'll be a sea sports centre, a beach sports centre. We'll keep public squares and we'll keep access to the beach. And what I think we'll find in the future is a really vibrant area where people can visit, live, shop, and particularly enjoy cafes and restaurants, enjoying the vista of the sea and the harbour, which you see in so many other attractive, well-known seaside places.
The harbour's actually in quite a sorry state. How long is it going to take to redevelop that area?
Well, you're right. It is in a fairly sorry state because it's had no economic purpose. It was once an industrial area in the days of railways and aggregates, and then it was a leisure area. And of course, we had the railway and we had the ferry, but all those things went out of business before we bought the site. So it's been a struggle to find new economic purpose. We think with the creative industries and with the growth of jobs just in the construction and in the shops and the businesses we're going to put in there, it will provide jobs. It will drive the local economy, I think, to a much better level. And the question of when rather depends on the economy, because someone has got to come in with us to invest in this. We are seeing some pickup in the economy, and I'm hopeful that we can start building reasonably soon. But the beauty of this particular plan is that we can do a little bit at a time. It doesn't all have to be done in one go. So I think it's something that could start in a few years, but it could take some time to complete.
Is that a way of ensuring it's not rushed and things get finished properly?
That's right. I mean, if you can imagine going out today and building 1,000 houses on the spot, are there 1,000 people ready to buy? I suspect not. As a matter of interest, in St Mary's Island in Chatham, which we've been to visit, there are 2 new houses a month being sold. So that's a sort of level of the market. But if it picks up, and worth bearing in mind, we're going to provide a very wide range of housing here, from 1-bedroom flats to 5-bedroom houses. So we hope it will meet a wide array of need, both in the local economy and to attract people to come here and live and enjoy the town with us.
In terms of the harbour and what's actually there, are these plans going to affect the fishing community?
No, they won't. The fishing community are fully supportive of these plans with us because they provide market, frankly. It's like the Rock Salt restaurant. They were delighted that we built the Rock Salt restaurant because that was a market on their doorstep, and it encourages and markets local produce. So the fishermen will continue, the little boats will continue, and that drama of the inner and outer harbour will continue to be an attractive part of Folkestone.
Some people have suggested that it may be a good idea to bring back passenger ferries, but of course it's been a long time since they've actually run out of the harbour and it wasn't financially viable then. Is that a reason for not bringing it back? Yes,
I'm afraid it is. We all have happy memories of the ferry, and we did look at having a cross-channel foot passenger ferry to Boulogne, and we examined it with the Boulogne authorities, but we just couldn't get it to add up because the costs of the infrastructure, the costs of the dredging, the return on investment was not there. So we decided in 2009 that we couldn't proceed with that. We've been open to anyone else wanting to come and operate it, and while lots of people have talked and liked the idea, nobody with investment power has come forward and said, I would like to invest in a ferry. The truth is there's massive overcapacity in the channel crossings, and in Folkestone we've got the tunnel, which has been such a great success.
In terms of having new units down at the harbour, how is that going to affect the town centre?
I think it will complement the town centre because the key to this is if it's an attractive place for us to live and work and study and bring up our children, then other people are going to come and want to share it with us. We're not actually focused on tourism at all, but hopefully people will want to come and share it with us. So if people come to the town, if they come to the Triennial, if they come to the Creative Quarter, if they come to the town centre, there'll be all these things to share. Once you've got a centre of attraction, it draws more people and more businesses can thrive in it. So you won't find shops equivalent to the town centre. There'll be niche restaurants, cafes and things which support the seafront, but it won't be a draw away from the town centre, that I'm quite sure. And if you think for a minute, when you look down from the Leas at what's an empty site, we'll be looking down at a really attractive area with the drama of the sea behind it, attractive buildings, high quality architecture and public space which can be shared both from the town and the seafront, and I think it will make that connection which we've lacked for so many years.
With the redevelopment of the harbour and the residential units, you're still to find a developer to take it on. How is that search going?
Well, that's right. We need a developer to work with us because we're not developers. And it's very unusual for a private individual or a company that's not a developer to pay for planning permission and to spend so much time and money getting it ready for market. We've done that, and it's now, I think, a very attractive proposition. The support of the council on Wednesday was pivotal and it was very heartening. So with a site which is outline planning permission, with the details already worked up, with an attractive position by the sea, and there won't be many others like that around the whole coastline of England, 23 hectares just ready for development. I'm pretty sure that there'll be a developer who wants to come and invest with us, but we haven't got them yet because until Wednesday night we weren't ready to go and attract them.
So when will work start? Will that be after you found a developer?
It will, yes. We think it will go from west to east, and the developer with the experience of the market will know how many units to build to start it off and how to phase it, and that's where the important expertise has got to come in, which we don't have. But there are some very exciting developments going on around the country which we've been to visit, and I'm sure we can make Folkestone a very attractive place and raise the game. What we haven't done is taking the quickest and easiest solution, which would be to sell the site to a housing builder who just wanted to produce numbers. We've waited until we've got the right quality, the right design and the right vision for Folkestone. Quite a lot of the councillors the other night were extremely supportive of our development, and they appreciated the expertise that Sir Terry Farrell brought to bear. But many of them said, I wonder if I'll be alive to see it finished. Well, what I do hope is that the students of the academy and the students of the town will be involved in this development and enjoy it and watch it thrive and be part of it, because it will be jobs and it will be a future place for them to enjoy and be proud of. Because I think this is a once-in-a-century opportunity. Rather like Radnor did to the Leas in the last centuries, we can completely change what we have to offer in the years ahead.